Hello and welcome to this stream. I haven't done stream for a while. Been a mixture of health and just all in all trying to just take a bit of a backward step with everything at the minute because a lot of it's just been a little bit overwhelming, a little bit too much. Granted, today is Mental Health Day. I don't think there should be a day for it. I think it should be every day. My good friend on the channel, Dan, you will have seen him when we did the interview last time, when we did Good Chats, did an excellent LinkedIn post talking about the stigma and how it shouldn't just be a day for mental health. It should be every day. We should be talking about it regularly and being able to have the kind of open and honest chats about what's going on and how everything goes. So apologies that I've not been on as much as I normally would be in terms of the lives. The videos have been there. I'm also got the situation that I'm dealing with a toddler that hates sleep at the minute, and his bedtime hits around where I normally go live, around 7. Anytime between 6 and 7 is when he goes live. So at the moment, I've been the one being able to make sure he can go sleep and actually fall asleep. And it's one of those things where I've not had that responsibility in a while, where it's only me he'll settle down for and get him to sleep. Evening, DJ. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well. I hope you're good, and hope everyone is also good tonight as well. Just on this, we're gonna try and make it a little bit less Wednesday centric if we can. I know there's gonna be Wednesday chats and stuff because it's a Wednesday channel after all, but at the same time, let's try and keep it a bit general topics as well. Just because I think right now the fan base, we need to have a little bit more general chit chats, how everyone is doing, even if it's just talking about when to find a little bit of a positive thing. I know there isn't much, but we got some really good academy kids there who are doing really well. Yeah, we're probably going to lose them for now, but we need to kind of up our wins when we can, if that makes sense. And right now, there's not many wins and positive bits with Wednesday minutes. So take on where we can. And at the end of the day, it's been a difficult one to just get myself used to. I'll be honest, it's been more of a like kick my own backside to put myself forward to stream again. Um, to just get myself ready for it. And a lot of people are really struggling with the whole situation we went through the whole. And I know there's a lot of people who are walking away from the club until everything gets sorted. Time for a look at them. If you have it, show the people watching the pic of me and win. I do still have that. Give me a moment. I'll find that sign. DJ. You're not on DJ on here. So Sai, where he lives, managed to bump into one Mr. Josh Windass while he was out and about. So a little bit one of those moments where you meet one of the players and you're not expecting it. And from what I'm told, Josh Windass is actually quite a really nice dude. Just down to earth and just lovely human being to kind of thing. Yeah, it's all remembering which one. It's Sty, it's D, it's DJ, whichever name I can remember. I think actually on there I've got your actual name, which always blows my mind when I do it. 6 or 7 got home to kit for the channel for the benefit of having Yorkshire blood and self action covers it. Nice one, James. How are you, James? How are you doing tonight? I hope you are well and doing well. Today is a weird one where it is Mental Health Awareness Day, and I don't want somebody to come on here and go, oh, who've never watched me going, oh, he's only doing this for Mental Health Awareness Day and stuff like that. I always ask my chat how people's mental health is because it's important to me. I'd rather sit here knowing that I got a friend or somebody who watches the channel still here and being able to chat and being in a safe environment to chat. And that's the key point, it being safe for them to kind of say enough where it's not too personal, but enough so they feel like they got it off their chest and into some sort of system, if that makes sense. Also, people asking about Sai in the comment section. Sai is going to be starting his own YouTube channel once he's got it up and running. I will put a link to it for you to all go subscribe, and then you can get your stuff straight from the source. It'll be a lot easier for him as well in that sense. And I think he'll do quite well of it, to be fair. I think it's one of those ones where I think he'll do really good, and I think it'll be interesting to see how he gets it off the ground. So good luck to him. But it is something I pitched to him, so maybe it might be worth you doing it this way, because there's only so many hours in the day, and at least then he can work on his schedule, then not around other people's. And it's a bit easier. But I think the thing we've got at the moment is, as of right now, I have been looking at other things to do that are not Wednesday related. Lots of different things I've been looking at. I've been looking at some, I know I shouldn't say this DIY project because of everything that goes with it. Did anyone watch the England versus Wales game last night? Well, got lucky. We didn't hammer them. They were so bad. Really, really bad. I lost the joy of watching England. Like, Jen, the joy of watching England has just gone for me. I don't enjoy watching international football anymore. Hi Jake, how you feeling? But I'm not too bad, William. When is the next Si? You and Deck Pucker. We haven't recorded it yet, mate. It'll be coming hopefully this weekend. Once we've recorded it, you'll know. What I'd say, don't hammer with it. There's a lot of things going on with everything behind the scenes. It is going to get done, don't worry about it. There's going to be something out there with it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. People have got to be patient, and once it's done though, like I said, Si can have his own channel to do stuff like have stuff that he wants to say, so it could be good to see. Love the hair punk, it's cool. Thank you, Gav, I much appreciate it. Made up for Scotland through great 3-point World Cup qualifiers. Yeah, they did quite well. Like, again, international football, I get it when it's a tournament, but the qualifiers and the international friendlies, they bore me. There's so much wrong in the way they set it up now. Now they're thinking about putting more teams in the World Cup. It's like, do me a favour, no. What was wrong with the way it was before? Oh, it wasn't making you enough money. Oh, here's a way we can make even more money. Like, done me head in. The way how modern football is now, it's just a general arseache to look at. Like, you look at the wanting to do a new version of, I think I read this, looking at, again, changing potentially the Champions League way of doing stuff. I used to love the group stages and it being a group stage and then a knockout. I used to love that. I don't get with this new one. It could be me being old and going, oh, I'm not a big fan of change, but the new way of how they keep just changing each rule, it does me head up. The new Champions League setup, it's just naff. It is absolute crap. And I can't stand it. Like, generally, I can't stand it. And, like, it's that whole thing, why are you fixing something that wasn't broke? Like, it's not broke, so why are you trying to feck about with it? And that's the bit that annoys me with general football at the minute. There's something very broken in the English game, in our league, and it's us. We are the broken thing at the moment. Hopefully the independent regulator comes in and does something. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll be brutally honest. I will believe it when I see it, because it gotta hit the ground running. We are a good example case for them to go at, to show this is what we can do, this is what we can't do. But regulators have a certain level of what they can and can't do. The thing is, you can remember, it's a private owned company by DC. There's only so much they can do. And the thing is, only take DC go, right, I'll go to court then, we'll fight a legal battle. And they'll find money from somewhere to do that. Hey, Si, how you doing, mate? Hope you well. You have got a channel coming. Once you've got it, your name will be changed to that channel, I imagine, because you'll be using this account. Don't think it's on channel name, mate. But when it's up and running, we'll send you there. Random question: do you trim your beard? Mine is about the same length as yours. Just 8 years, been wanting it longer. I can plan it. It just won't grow. What you know your beard? Are you using any beard oils? Are you washing it regularly? If you've got beard oils or stuff, it might be worth going to a barber and just see if they can trim some of the dead ends off and see if it'll grow any faster. Sometimes using some oils on it will help it as well. I've done really well with this, and the length I've got it to is about there in the past, like about there, and I had to cut it because it was getting very, very bad. So I had to just slow it down, make sure it was the right length, and yeah, I can plait mine. If I could, I would have a beard all the way down to here. Like here, because I love long beards. There's something about the long beard and how it looks. I think it looks great. Most people think they look gruffy as shit. I think they look great as long as you maintain them. Ian and John, how you doing, mate? Not too bad. I'm better and good all at the same time. I'm better and bad all at the same time. I've got a lot of other things going on, which I'm not going to talk about here, but it's just a lot of stuff on my mind, and yeah, it's slowly, having a Wednesday channel is not conducive to keeping all those stuff as well going at the same time. So yeah, 5K, whoop, cheers, Goose Creative. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Hope you are all good tonight, brother. Hope things are looking good at your end. Are you getting into another busy period with it being like run up to Christmas and stuff? Do you get more people coming at you, go, can you design this, can you design that, because we want like a autumn theme or winter theme or something like that? I want to plait mine. If I would, it would grow. Yeah, I see. I've always had the thing. If you've seen the video today that I did, which was saying thank you, and the reaction video, and my first video I ever did on YouTube. Fuck's sake, why did I think having no top on would make a really great video? But what happens is what you do at 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I remember clearly being wide awake at like 2 in the morning and going, right, I'm going to do this YouTube channel. I'm just going to go for it, because I didn't. I was like, oh, I won't be any good at it. What am I going to film? What am I going to talk about? And all that kind of stuff. But you see, I will not shave this now. I will look daft with it, and I'm probably more than likely going to keep this like this as a mohawk or throwhawk or even a mullet, because I don't suit having a shaved head. It just doesn't suit me. Because I'm ginger. Oh god, busy as fuck. Yeah, they run up to Christmas usually rammed. Yeah, you get the email going, can you just be able to do this, this and this? Because we got a promotion on and we want to put this on and this on. Is that something you're able to do? So I kind of get that, mate. Being an owl and good mental health never goes hand in hand, but it's particularly bad at the moment. It is particularly bad, but I think we have to all stay together and be strong for one another. Because I think if you can stay together and be strong, you've got a better chance of coming out the other side and helping each other. What's been the bit that I've hated is the infighting, the having a go at someone for their opinion, or having a go because they go, oh, that's not what I've been told, but or whatever. It's the infighting, it's the toxicity that it got. And I'll be honest, when I started doing winter content, I didn't do it for people watching. I did it because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed making the content. I enjoyed having somewhere to talk about it. Because at the time I didn't have many mates. I have more mates now, but a lot of my mates went away when I got ill, because I couldn't do what I used to be able to do. So a lot of my friends and stuff that I've had disappeared, and I always used to move around a lot as a kid. So I'd make short friendships that wouldn't last. So me having a core place where I can speak to people like-minded, have a general like this for me feels like we're all at a pub, just having a drink and just having a chill and a random chat. But the thing is, it's so hard to get that social aspect out these days. And I struggle with it a little bit with my mobility and my seizures. It depends on what situation it is. Like if it's like say it's a pub that then turns into a nightclub, as soon as that turns into a nightclub, I'm off. I gotta go, kind of thing. It's that kind of level of I have to be careful where I go and who I go with and making sure I can be in a good place. It's one of them. But the thing is, I want us to all get back to discussing football things, stuff on the pitch. We won't be discussing transfer for a long time, but we can go back to that level of talking about who we could be linked with. Oh, he's good. Could we be into that person instead of this? Had he paid this month? Had he paid next month? Had he paid the next? And like one of the big things I've been doing of late, I have got heavily into my farm sim again. And the 2 games I rotate on repeat when I need to chill out and take a break, and it's farm sim and truck sim, because they are farm sim. It's got a purpose, and it's got a reason why you do it. If you don't harvest this field in time, your crop will die, and if you don't then put the seed in at this time, it got a purpose. It's got a routine. Where truck sim, which is we may stream truck sim again. We might do it on Monday. I'll see how I am because I've got everything. But the thing is, with it all, I find different things to do, different routines. Let's have a look. What did everyone have to tea? Salad for me, as I'll come into the end of a nice weather, so finish it off with the last stuff that we have in. What did we have? Oh, we had meat, potato pie, chips and gravy. It was absolutely banging. Agree with you. Bored of the protest and money talk around the club. Yeah, it's just annoying. It also has more money. It also has more money than Chancery. Sausage mash. Can't beat Bangers and Mash. You can't beat Bangers and Mash for real gameplay. I'm wanting to get a load of veg in. So carrots, celery, onion, garlic, tomatoes. I want to do minestrone soup. I call it my cold soup because it's the one soup that you can just put on a pot, and if you add more pasta to it, it can completely keep going. I want to grow some. I know you want to grow some veg. We'll do it next year. I need to sort out the garden first. That's another thing on my list of things to do next spring time. I'm on the Indian. Oh, nice. What curry are you having? What's your go-to curry? Mine is either Balti or a Rogan Josh. Balti or Rogan Josh I go for. That's my go-to. But what is your homemade? Homemade tikka. Nice. All our veg and stuff is homegrown. Only thing we don't do is meat. Nice. That's awesome for real gameplay. That's really good. It's something I'd like to try and do a bit more and get the kids involved a little bit. Because the way my garden's laid out, I've got a patch at the back we could do it all in. But my gardens, because I've got front and a back, they both need so much bloody work doing to them. And every time I go to look at it and think about it and then try and get someone potentially in to do it, and then I have to save so much for it. It's just, every time I see it, it like goes, oh, I'll do it next time. Vanilla usually me, and then I added some Go Passive to the tiers. Oh, nice. Got a record for 191. Whoa, nice one. You live digging that up each year. Yeah, that'll be good. We would have our own meat, but cannibalism frowns upon. Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, it would actually make it just a good live of just planting in general, planting and then just waiting and getting it up, and then me being at the end of it going, oh, I've got a bad back now. But yeah, it's one of them where, by the way, some of you are coming in thinking it's going to be a Wednesday related part, Wednesday related show. Trying to just do something a bit different. I think we all need a bit of a break. Do you think Jake could be the next Monty Don? Probably not. I like gardening, but my problem is to get my garden where I need it. It needs a lot of work, and it's not a case of that I'm lazy. I get bored too quickly, or if I haven't got like a goal in mind for it, I don't get it done. Like to get this place here, but also to get the stuff that I had at the back cleared, I had to like properly go at it. And cause I knew the goal is this building. We need a place for this building to be here, done. Right, that's my goal. I will shift this, this and this. So it's difficult. Child labour for harvest of. By the way, does everyone like the do? Yeah, does everyone like the mohawk, the purple mohawk that Arla did an excellent job on? She really did it. It's gone a bit limp now, so I don't know what that means for the stream. But yeah, I generally need a little bit of a tack or something. My biggest issue we've got is if one of them drove, which eventually will be our last, we could do tit runs. More Charlie Dimmitt, Jacob Besh, I've seen that video he tits out. But that was when I was at my skinniest as well. But yeah, it's with our biggest problem when we try to do things is we don't have like the vehicle stuff. So I've got a shed full of wood. It's been full of wood for the last 2, maybe now 3 years ish, and I can't give it away. I've tried. It's in too big a pieces. I need to go through it and just cut it up again and just do a day of cutting stuff. If we get taken over I think your hair should be stars and stripes. That would be a challenge. I don't know how much she'd be up for the challenge, but she go in the chat, John. You could probably do that in the purple actually. Get some silver. Put the stripes in one side and stars in other. You probably have to do it via a stencil or something like that. But yeah, it's that little bit of trying to find something that's not Wednesday related. If you notice, the channel hasn't been quick draw like I usually am. I've taken my time a little bit. I've taken a step back. Like I normally use international breaks as my break for a stop in the season. Now, with us potentially already looking like we're going into League One, that's gone, and I'm going to have to rethink that. There might be some games where you don't get it straight away, or you get the game, but then I take Sunday, Monday off, and we do a Tuesday. I don't know. I've got to look at it because it's a lot of games, and I'm now getting to the point where next season, if we go down to League One next season, I will have a 2-year-old who will be dropping naps, so naps will be gone. I will have to find different ways of entertaining him while I do videos and making sure stuff, because I always have a way of being able to entertain him while I quickly make a video, even if it's at the kitchen table. So finding different ways of doing it, but making sure he's safe, I'm safe, and everyone else is safe. So it's that whole situation of making sure I can get everything right and make sure it's in the right area as such to do stuff. Like I'll be brutally honest, where we got everything set up in here is it's so far where I want it, but it's not at the same time. Like generally there is bits of in here I'd like to change. Like this corner, like not to be cluttered, and find somewhere like where I could put my flags on the wall again. But I also don't want to over clutter the space, because so far I've got I've got that there, I've got an on air light, I've got that Barry Bannon thing. On this wall there's the fake football team stadium, Ashwood City's ground, Dartley Park. There's a ring light mounted to that wall and my Amsterdam flag. By the way, I absolutely love my Amsterdam flag. If we get taken over by my going on with like the Cheetos, that's in charge. I don't know. I didn't like the orange. I know we said we were going to go the colour of the away shirt, and it's close as damn it. But someone did make a really good point today. We should have made it black and gold, just to go with the like theme of Chancery out. But at that point, that black and gold wasn't in the cards. It wasn't really being done properly until like the season started. So I had it that we'll go the colour of the away shirt, and this is the away shirt is a purple. It's a lilac, which, oh, fun fact, we have not worn it yet. We have not worn that away shirt for a single game at all yet. We've always played in the home shirt or the first shirt. Please don't forget to like the video. Much appreciated. If you're new here, please subscribe as well. I knew this wasn't going to be a big one with the thumbnail. People all seen the thumbnail and gone, I don't want to watch that. So I kind of get it. And I wasn't doing this one to make sure it was big on that one, because I just wanted to go back doing this again and try and get back in my routine of it, because I won't lie, starting the stream again had got me a little bit apprehensive. I will not lie, I am a little bit on the back burner with it, just because I enjoy doing videos. Did anyone watch the Barry Bannon interest? Yes, I did. It was very, very interesting. Very interesting. It was interesting how the mindset was. And I think it's that mindset that changed the entire game. They knew what they were doing. They knew they weren't out of it going into that game. Still, yeah, I think we all still go back and watch the highlights of that game, or we go find it and watch the game, because it just, I remember doing the stream in here when it was, and I remember the line right at the end when we got it to 4-4. Like, we've given it a good try, it's unlucky, it's a shame, and then Palmer just doing that and just going absolutely mental. And it's probably one of my bigger highlights on the stream and doing the channel was that stream. I think it's bigger than the actual championship final. I enjoyed that more than the final. The final did my head in. Because the final is never a good one to either stream or be it, because if you're on the losing team, you're going back home knowing that you've just gone all that way to see your team blow it. And nobody wants that feeling. No one wants to have that feeling as your team. You feel like your team just completely just didn't get it. And we've had that feeling a couple of times. The semi-final back in 2017. The final versus Hull back in 2016. And the two good periods where DC was in, where we got to the playoffs twice. 18 to 19 were naff. We were fighting EFL 2 and stuff. In Tom mate, 19 to 21. It was the COVID season and we went down. So that wasn't fun. First season in League One, we got to the semi-final, but not enough to get there. In theory, we probably needed to get out first time round. I think he needed us to go out first time round and go up third time round. We may have not been in this position because we would have had a bit more TV money, but we still probably would have been. And then the second season was the season we went up. Again, shouldn't have been in the Champion League One. Then the following season, you had the Cisco stuff. Danny comes in, does a great escape. Danny gets a season where he gets us 12th with everything that's going on. And then it goes downhill again. Me had the only mod in that chat with over 100,000 people going mental. What a night. Biggest buzz I've had in a long time. So yeah, it was such... I remember us chatting afterwards on Messenger going, that was just insane. And how proud I was as that stream, and how proud I was that DJ went in and did what he did, and we brought on more mods. We've been slowly bringing on more mods over the time, because some of them are harder than others. Like, there is a new... When I did the vertical stream, when I was doing it in the house, I enjoyed them, but the chat went just insane. The chat, because it's vertical, it goes to like everybody. So anybody who's scrolling a short can just pop in and do whatever and then pop out again. And then you get just stuck on the algorithm loop, and it's just horrible. They've got to fix it. They've got to fix the way of fixing that, because that way of chatting was not fun. It wasn't a way I would want to... anyone who starts doing this to go in, and because it would put anybody off. I remember Bob123 just going, what the hell is going on here? It was banning so many different accounts. It was insane. And the world of content creation is fun, but also the bits you guys don't see, the comments, or the bit where you're just constantly replying the same thing after and like repeating yourself. That's the bit that's not fun. What I love that we've built, though, we've built such a lovely community here, and they all look out for one another. No one goes at each other, and if they do, we find out why, and we find out is there something going on that caused that. As soon as James Good, I think, the belief we can actually do this went to 100, even though we were still anxious. That was the belief. Yeah. When they, to be fair, when that goal went in by Lee Gregory own goal, I was like, okay, they're good. But outside, I was like, oh god, no, that's all done for. Inside, I was like, no, we've done this once. We've done this comeback already once. We can do this again. We can 100% do this again. The amount of players that you hear talk about that moment and how it is, if there isn't a reunion of those players in 10, 20 years' time, I'd be shocked, because there should be. And at that point, you kind of hope we are still in a position where we can still say Sheffield Wednesday Football Club. I touch wood that we are in that position. But I have the situation that this channel, Upstep Pato the Legend, he's also having so much fun in League Two. His goal record in League Two is ridiculous. I knew he was going to go down there and just have a whale of a time. I just feel like he's been so underused with Wednesday. No head went down, players still believe. Even with the penalties. I think with the penalty, none of our penalty takers looked nervous. They looked focused. They looked driven. It's like at the end of the Wembley game, Palmer had the exact amount of steps it is to go up and get the trophy. And he looked at that in the morning. He had it as his background. His background was the amount of steps it is to get to the top of Wembley to get the trophy. That's the level of motivation you don't see. They're the little bits of details we don't see and we should see. Or if we do come out, you should be praising that. I would have loved to get Darren Moore and get that sports psychologist on to help us through it and just be like, all right, this is what we're going to do. This is how it's going to play. If there's a problem. I think that's why right now we've got a good group of players in, because you still got Baz, you still got Palmer, you still got some of that backroom staff there. Jack Hunt was equal hero, not turning around to see the explosion. Yeah, it really was. And the thing is, you look at how much that meant to people. The fact that the criminal side of this is the fact that we had all that good publicity, right? All that publicity, we were mentioned everywhere. We were mentioned in other parts of the world. And yet the dingbat at the top of our club can't bring any sponsorship in from that. I don't understand how that doesn't equate to more money coming in. I don't understand how that doesn't equate for someone going, I want to be part of that. But then you realise who you're dealing with. You're dealing with DC. So that's when you go, that's why I don't want to be a part of it. We should have got so much sponsorship money out of that as a kind of like, this is how you do stuff, this is how you cash in on it. But commercially wise and social media wise, we've been shit at that for years. His face was a picture. I think his face was a picture because it was the slip. It was like the slip he did and he thought he buggered it. Let's be brutally honest, John. I think he thought he absolutely buggered it and he was about to like have a big issue. Peterborough never really recovered from it though, have they? Feel for Peterborough, as at 4-0 we should have won, the game should have been over and we've been given the title of the best comeback in third time. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, good point. What is SWFC marketing? It's a strange thing that helps us do stuff. I've seen you do more marketing for our club in a fan point than I've ever seen our club do. Like, which is ridiculous. Having a big issue or be selling it. Yeah. And the thing is, we don't capitalise on some of the stuff that you could be doing. Like, there's so many clubs that capitalise on using their fan channel connections to do stuff. To help out, to do a bit of pieces, to get other things like that done. We just don't do that. We've never really done that. Like, you look at clubs like, I always use the example of Donny. Dapper got to do a kit release launch with Donny Rovers. When in the world would that ever get done by a Wendy person at the club now? It just wouldn't, would it? You wouldn't have a fan or a couple of like podcasters and then YouTube content creators release your kit, or we're going to have this, and that. It just doesn't happen. 125 games for us. Pato played in 5 years, going 25 goals. He was a good assist merchant with Pato. I just don't think he played ever in the right role for him. I'll be brutally honest. I think it's that part for me that I don't think he was ever played in the right roles and in a role where he could do it. But again, you're going down to League Two where Pato's in his prime. And if you think about how much he didn't get used in that last season, and really the season before that, it kind of shows you it. Have you printed the bits I sent you? They're getting done on Monday, mate, because I want to make sure I've got ink. Because I'm not 100% that printer got ink, so I'm going to go in, get some inks, get them printed, and get some frames, and I'm going to put them here. I think somewhere where I can find a stud, actually. One of them, it's going to go there. I am going to get it done because it needs doing. It needs to be on the wall because they are absolutely stunning. And the stuff that Lee can do is just insane. Like, if you need a graphic designer or just someone to design something, he's your man. He's literally your man. He did all our stuff, and it makes you go really, really happy when you see what someone can do, kind of thing. And I'll be honest with you, he did like an Instagram reel. My original design that I did for the logo, and it was dog shite. It's like, this is what you won, and this is what you could have won when he did ours. It was horrible. We sold off player for now as well. Poor key-off, boo, bad kit choice, a bad sponsorship, allowing injury, and it's always we have been hemorrhaging money. Is it really? I like that. I like that. Hi, mate. You are well in theory. I said in the report before Glenn, I'd take Mike Ashley. As much as he didn't do great with the Newcastle fans, they did run it as a business and they made a profit. It all depends on then how much does he want to stay on and then keep that, or does he then want to sell on. I'm okay if someone planning just to short term us, get us profitable, get us stable, and then sell us on again. I'm okay with that. As long as they tell us the plan is to get you stable to a point where I can sell you again. I'm fine with that. Your top 5 iconic goal picks. Oh God, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, mate. That is a real tough one. I've been tagged in something. I've been tagged. Why have I been tagged in this? I don't get why I've been tagged in this. The thing is, I will always have the situation where, well, one of the goal picks has got to be Windasser's World Cup semi-finals. Yeah, got to be up there. Dipiades overhead kick he did. I thought that was sublime. Never really saw him. Went to the Birmingham game, sat in the Birmingham end, and was gutted when Brunko, but in the fairness, wasn't so. To be fair, mate, that effort we put in was fantastic. We should have got all 3 points. I think it was just one of those games. One of those games where you just look at it and go, shit, football can be amazing and crap all at the same time. Sheridan, Tudgate. Oh, Tudgate one's a good one. There's a Chris Eagle goal I remember that I liked as well. And it was a really good one. Fun fact about Man United, actually. Sir Alex Ferguson would always give Wednesday the player. If it was us and someone else, he would always push toward the player going to us because the crowd was closer and they'd be on them. So they'd had that feeling of being at a stadium where the fans are not scared to shout what they feel about you, but in a close environment. It's why I think stadiums like West Ham's, the London stadium that they rent in, I think it's soulless. It's a bowl. I think there's so many stadiums that are going for this bowl mentality. I like how Everton's done it. It's not bowl as such with theirs. They try to keep it in with the area. But you see more and more club stadiums going away from the communities where they were, because we're right in the middle of the community. United is right in the middle of their community. You see these stadiums where they're in and around the community, but then you see other clubs where the stadiums are just slowly shifting out to the outskirts, to an industrial park, or they've got a bit of land where they're going to build it up, and that's going to be there. It definitely is a faith issue. I do get that. Pound Gold, didn't see many great pics of this one. True. It's always a faith issue. It's always a case of finding somewhere to go. And the thing is, I think a lot of people missed out on getting Donny Bowl. Rotherham Bowl, sorry. Back in the day. Right on the tram link. Perfect. You could have made that so it wasn't so athletically based. You could have kept it as a kind of normal-ish stadium and made it into that. But I think even if you look at, say if we were going to move, 40 area in the crowd, that was Forest, wasn't it? Matthias versus Leeds, Windass versus Derby. The final goal, that never, yeah, that Bolt goal, fantastic. Palmer goal versus Post, that's decent. Return that. Stadium with running tracks don't work. They're very much a stadium with running tracks are very much a European thing. You'll see a lot of them in Italy where they've got the running track. I remember watching Italia 90 when I was a kid, and remember watching it first thing in the morning. I remember watching so many of the stadiums have like these running tracks, and they run off the pitch onto the running track and then into the fan to celebrate. And I always like, why is the running track there? That doesn't make sense, because it wasn't something you saw in the UK. But you see it a lot in Italy. You see all these little grounds, and there's some like really good grounds in Italy where you just look up and go, "Oh, that's just a fabulous ground." Like Como's stadium looks absolutely superb. I'd love to do like one of those mystery tour things in Europe and just like randomly have it us go to one of Italy, Germany, Ajax, Holland, France, Germany. It's like you look at it and it's like they could be so good. And I always have a tradition, and if we go on holiday somewhere, I will try and buy the shirt at that place. Or if I know someone going somewhere where I've not been, I will front them the money for the shirt for them to, if they can get me a shirt from when they're over there. Like my uncle goes to Sweden a lot. Upstairs I have a Gothenburg shirt in the wardrobe, and I absolutely love that shirt. It's like the other thing with me doing the shirt boxing things as well. They are good. A, they're good for collectors. I'll give you that. Good, they're fun, and B, it adds to the thing. You get little bits and pieces about them, which I like. Like, if that makes sense, I do like that. So it's like one of them where you look at it. Hold on. Just heard a voice outside my studio. Give me a minute, guys. Keep an eye on that. The stadium where they have a mini train track running down. That's a good one. Favourite non-Wednesday shirt? Oh, non-Wednesday shirt. I do like the Napoli camo shirt they did. I own that one. But the sponsorship was fucked. There was a shirt done by a team in Spain, and it was a tuxedo. I liked that. I like different shirts. That's the thing. Yeah, that was a great shirt. Hard to bloody find as well. That Nigeria World Cup shirt was a bloody. Those ones are always hard to find though. I've always find the Nigeria shirts hard to find. Or any of like the crazy World Cup ones. So look, let me read here. 70s, 80s kit for the best. Why? Simplistic, yep. For me, I'm a Brazil shirt with Kaka 8 on the back. Either that or my AC Milan Shawari white shirt. There's a lovely... I tell you, I got a shirt that my uncle brought me a couple of weeks ago. I wonder if our last could go get it. So she's able to grab it me out of the wardrobe. I call the brown shirt that Bears had. Yep. I like Bears' black shirt they've got this year. That's rather nice. That's a nice little shirt. It's a nice little number. I've got the first shirt that they had for when they had the stadium done, where it got the postcode and the actual shirt it's embroidered into it. I own a couple of first shirts actually. They are a little bit my Prem team, kind of thing. They're a little bit my Premier League team. I always look out for their stuff. Keegan here in Newcastle away shirt. Yep. Wednesday 2006 shirt. I did like it when we did have the Chubba Chub shirt. Like this shirt here that I've got on here. This isn't a real football club. This is a fake team. It's from a podcast that is now not actually aired because they finished the episodes. But it's called... Not called that. Is it called The Offensive? It's just such a really good series. What am I up to actually? Idea of March, Bruce Lee with Love. Oh no. Hello. Thank you. So this is the shirt that my uncle just got me, which works out really well because he lives in Nottingham, and it's Forest's away shirt. I don't know why, I just really like the detail in the shirt. Like the actual design of it is just mega. You can see. I'm trying to get a AFC Richmond Ted Lasso shirt. They're virtually impossible. Just, I love the design of it. Like, just really, really nice shirt. One of the nicest away shirts I've seen in a while, to be fair. AFC Richmond. Yeah, I want to try and get that. It's difficult to get that though. That Ted Lasso one, and find a legit one. They didn't do a lot of them. That was the problem. They didn't do a lot of them shirts, and I think they missed the trick on doing more. I think the more shirts they would have done, the better they would have done in terms of it. But yeah, that's where about we're kind of are at with everything. I wasn't expecting to go for an hour, by the way, people. So well done. You managed to get me talking for an hour. Something I wasn't expecting, but I am going to call it here because I am getting tired and I want to go play some Farm Sim or FIFA or something. I want to do something of that nature to just chill out and relax for the rest of the evening. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. There'll be probably a big video tomorrow. But enjoy the rest of your evenings and enjoy your weekends, and I will speak to you guys soon. Peace.